Hi everyone, I'm Thomas and today we're going around amazing New Zealand. In this video, we'll venture through a country known for its spectacular landscapes, rich Maori culture and vibrant outdoor life. From the stunning mountains and fjords of the South Island to the lush forests and golden beaches of the North Island, New Zealand offers an incredible variety of experiences and natural wonders. We'll explore fascinating cities like Auckland and Wellington, discover their famous cuisine, and immerse ourselves in local traditions. Join me on this exciting journey to discover everything New Zealand has to offer.
Hello everyone. I am Andy, the Globetrotter, and I will accompany you on this wonderful trip through New Zealand with Thomas. Don't forget to subscribe and activate the bell for new adventures together. Come on!
New Zealand. Situated in the South Pacific, the country is comprised of an archipelago, bordered to the northeast by the Pacific Ocean, to the south by the Antarctic Ocean, and to the west by the Tasman Sea. The official languages are English and Māori. Other languages with significant presence in New Zealand include Samoan, French, Hindi, and Cantonese. The currency of New Zealand is the New Zealand dollar, NZD. 1 New Zealand dollar equals 0.62 United States dollar. There is a majority of citizens of Christian faiths, especially Anglicans, 25%, Presbyterians, 16%, and Catholics, 15%. In addition to the blend of Christianity and Maori beliefs, there are also the Ringatu and Ratana churches, to which almost all Maori belong. The climate in New Zealand is primarily temperate cool to temperate warm. Average temperatures range between 8 degrees Celsius in the South Island and 16 degrees Celsius in the North Island. January and February are the warmest months, while July is the coldest. The capital of New Zealand is the city of Wellington, located on the North Island. Although Wellington is the capital, the most populous city is Auckland.
New Zealand for a magical place. Now let's go to your current situation to learn more about New Zealand. Come on!
Current situation in New Zealand. New Zealand is an independent parliamentary democracy. The country is officially a parliamentary monarchy, with King Charles III as its titular head of state, represented by the Governor-General. New Zealand's economy has experienced solid economic growth. Private consumption has been supported by population growth, a strong labor market, and successful monetary policy. New Zealand is closely aligned with the Australian economy through the Australia-New Zealand Free Trade Agreement. New Zealand's economy is based on agriculture and services such as tourism, retail, and wholesale trade. The agricultural sector is the country's largest industry, with livestock farming and horticulture being the most important categories. New Zealand society. New Zealand values include respect for equality, freedom, and democratic values. Defense of parliamentary democracy and the rule of law. Pride in English heritage and respect for the British monarchy. It is one of the safest and least corrupt countries in the world. What to see and do in New Zealand? Mount Maunganui is actually an inactive volcano, part of the city of Tauranga, picturesque and lively at night in the Bay of Plenty region. It is a surfing mecca and undoubtedly one of the most beautiful beaches in New Zealand. Here, the landscape is everything, a narrow sandbank offering two coasts, and at the tip of the peninsula is crowned with the imposing volcano. In the Waikato region, south of Auckland, there is a cave system over 2 million years old. The most popular is the Glowworm Cave, formed by stalactites and stalagmites and illuminated by millions of small insects that create a surreal Milky Way. Typical food of New Zealand. Hogget roast is a popular traditional dish in New Zealand. After all, its main ingredient is lamb, which is one of the country's most exported products. Additionally, it is one of the most delicious typical dishes of New Zealand. Hogget roast is a tender and juicy piece of lamb seasoned with spices and baked.
New Zealand for a fantastic place to tour. Now let's go to your curiosities. Come on!
Trivia about New Zealand. 1. New Zealand was the last inhabitable landmass to be populated by humans. 2. New Zealand has the honor of being the first country to grant women the right to vote. This occurred in 1893. 3. In New Zealand lives the world's heaviest insect, the giant waita, which weighs more than an average sparrow, although it looks like a giant cockroach. 4. On the South Island lives a giant carnivorous snail that feeds on worms and slugs. 5. New Zealand was geographically isolated for 100 million years, leading to unique plant and animal species. 82% of its native vascular plants are endemic. 6. One curiosity of New Zealand is that it has the longest place name in the world. It is the name of a hill in Hawke's Bay. Tamatahake Tangihana ko Aoadamat Tipo Kahenua Kitanatahu, located on the North Island. 7. No matter where you are in the country, you are never more than 128 from the sea. 8. The Blue Lake holds the honor of containing the clearest natural freshwater in the world. Its visibility is between 70 and 80 meters, almost the same as distilled water. This is possibly because it is filtered from a larger lake, Lake Constance. 9. New Zealanders are popularly known as Kiwis, but they do not owe the nickname to the fruit, but to a non-flying native bird of the country. 10. Although the Māori are the indigenous inhabitants of the country, they currently make up only 15% of the population.
New Zealand is a place full of interesting things. Now let's go back in time and see its history. Come on!
History of New Zealand. New Zealand, located in the southwest Pacific Ocean, was inhabited by the Māori, who arrived around the 13th century from Polynesia. In 1642, Dutch explorer Abel Tasman was the first European to sight New Zealand. In 1769, British explorer James Cook mapped the coast, initiating a period of exploration and contact. In the 19th century, European missionaries and traders settled, leading to conflicts with the Māori. The Treaty of Waitangi in 1840 between Māori chiefs and the British Crown established British governance and recognized certain Māori rights, though differing interpretations led to later disputes. New Zealand became a British colony and gained its own parliament in 1852. It achieved significant development in agriculture and industry. In 1893, it was the first country to grant women suffrage. During the 20th century, New Zealand participated in both world wars and distanced itself from British influence, developing an independent national identity. Social and economic reforms in the 1980s and 1990s transformed its economy. In the 21st century, New Zealand is known for its progressive politics, environmental focus, and multiculturalism, being a leading country in human rights and sustainability.
That was all about New Zealand. Now let's get to some questions for fun. Come on! Thanks for joining us on this journey. I hope you've enjoyed the blend of history and charm. If you liked it, don't forget to hit the like button, share your thoughts in the comments, and, of course, subscribe for more adventures. See you at the next destination. Bye for now.